preparation underway. It is the Hawks hosting the Breakers. A big game, second against third, and there's a big prospect.
And get some bragging rights.
Certainly top of the table clash. We take a look at the starting fives, and Pete Hooley, you flagged it in the pre-game show. There has been a change. Mason Peatling, he's only averaging 6.5 minutes. Thursday night hoops to kick off round 10 of the Hungry Jacks NBL. We've had 11 days.
Anywhere near him. You know, on the other end, he's turned this into like a volleyball game.
They might end up being a 2-3 zone team when he's on the floor, just with teams that might really try and pick apart that drops defense. See his presence already, though. Some flex action or just get something where all he does is catch and he's just going to dunk it.
They just need some continuity. The Breakers, it's Taco playing the 15th player to have played this season for the Breakers. It's the most in the league. Only 4 of them have played every game. It's demolition! Straight down the middle.
Transition. Hawks are at their best. Dave, one of the best athletes in the league, Joey.
Let that one fly. He just launched. We mentioned they are the best first quarter team in the league, the Hawks, and they have started red hot. And they keep it rolling. Don't take much for Lee to let one fly. Instead, they go to Days. And that'll do his confidence the world of good.
Sure will. I spoke about what he can be coming off the bench now for this team. He's the focal point right now in this second unit. Try and run everything through him if you can.
Menenga, and a couple of looks early, decided to give that one up, and again there was some heavy contact in the paint. Refs let them play, and again they're out in transition. Cal pulls up.
It's a party in the gong. It's all happening. I don't know.
Jackson Cartwright just gets something going for them late in the quarter. Not even he can. It's another turnover, and look at him off to the races. It's 5v2. Pick your poison. They go to Albrecht.
It's a beatdown, a first quarter beatdown.
Point of going after every single rebound. Since he checked in, that's what he told the media. What a start from Illawarra.
As you said,
considering that the Hawks only welcomed 5 players back from international duty yesterday. In that timeout at quarter time, the Breakers were all about controlling the tempo. They said, we're being sucked into the Hawks' speed of game. Brad Rosen, what were Illawarra saying as H.J. Lee comes up with a miss?
Well, it was very similar the other end, except keep the pace going, Matty. That's exactly what Coach Tatum was saying. He was extremely happy with the energy that they're giving in the first quarter, but he said, we cannot give that up. Keep going and build on this.
Late whistle there. Ken Winder, but it was the right one.
Stats and everything you're looking for. Shows like overtime. It's a terrific show. Pete Hooley, Damon. NBL Now in the huddle. Just scan the QR code, download the app. What is Albrecht? Again! Straight down the middle, and another one.
Replay. It's on a made basket as well. Lockie Albrecht down the lane. Nobody stepped up, and in the end, it's probably a smart business decision that nobody did.
This is why the NBA GM.
Again, they go to Taco Fall, and there's his first points in the NBL.
He was in the keyway for a long time. You can hear the crowd was yelling it, but to be honest, there's a lot of physicality when he is trying to roll to the rim.
Get some stops at the defensive end. They got a let off there with Lee missing a wide open 3-point opportunity. Mojave King puts the head down, draws another foul. We'll go to the strike.
Look, I don't know how tall you got to be to get the ball. You can't be any taller.
Yeah, to really make sure they fight over and don't get screened.
This time Froling was aggressive.
That's a smart play by Sam Froling. Rather than trying to go and finish on the top of Taco Fall, you go around him.
Watching mid-range jumpers for the entire day.
Well, this is what I said in the first quarter. I think what they're going to find at some point sooner rather than later is that when he does play, and he's probably going to be a max, in a perfect world, they were on the floor with him every single day, being healthy, being able to practice this, and maybe even have a little scrimmage against somebody else in that time as well. Because no matter what they do on a practice floor, playing against someone else when they're going to try and expose you every time is a world different.
Young Lee knocked back the 3-point opportunity, helps himself to 2. He's coming into it also in terrific form after the 16 points, his second best return against the Sydney Kings. That's another one go. It's his 4th 3-point attempt. He's had 1 go down. And now 2 of 17. New Zealand from the three-point line. And straight Cal, as you said, too easy.
That's just a slow transition, Pete, and Trey Kells ends up with a layup. Now, we can talk about Taco Fall all we want.
Melbourne United have done that. Sydney Kings do that. They need to find a way to lock in on the defensive end until they figure out their offensive issues.
As we said, that has been a strength of the Breakers this year. Number 1 for points against, only conceding just over 82 points a game. And it might be more than 50 before the half. It certainly will be. As Lee misses another one.
And that was a great find, too, by Sam. Good patience. Sometimes it's hard to play with a big lead. You just tend to relax and get a little bit sloppy.
That's good hustle there.
Damn, Pinot.
From Pinot, getting some minutes.
Yeah, it is a really big challenge ahead of them. No pun intended. But they have the cattle to do it. They've shown that right now. I mean, they're a team that likes to take a lot of threes. They're just not making them. So Lee's playing with some supreme confidence as well. It's a great first half from Illawarra.
It's a game high lead at the moment, 25 points. Just have no answers for the New Zealand Breakers. The MVP favourite just stuck on 4 points and a couple of assists. And he gets that one to 4.
You get player movement, ball movement, really disrupt the defence from the Hawks. Then get into it, and it can be really hard to guard.
Justin Tatum as senior coach, 21-11, his record since taking over the Hawks. You've got to remember this for the side. He won 5 of 37 games prior to him taking over. What a terrific job he's done. And there is Lee, the sniper. Deadly from the corner.
He's knocked out HJ Lee, and I called for it, Damon. I called for some Sam Menenga power forward action, and we've got it. Dame Pinot into the game. That's the starting 5 man. Block from Lee. This is where the Hawks have been dominant.
Harvey, the quick release. He's up to 10 points.
And you see what happens? PJ sitting at the possession just before it. Everybody got a touch. Then he got to penetrate and kick it out.
This man's season so far, Tyler Harvey.
I'm not. No, I thought he's been the most surgical he's been in his entire career in the NBL. Definitely flying under the radar as far as MVP conversations go, but
hang on.
17 at a very high clip. Everybody's floating over Taco now.
Yeah, career high efficiency for Tyler Harvey. Career low field.
First possession, Pete. Just walk your big ass down to the Mitsubishi Motors. Don't set no picks. You just throw it up to him.
No, to be fair, I'm giving all the credit to the Hawks. The way that, especially Sam Froling, there's Olbrich scoring on him down the other end, but the way that Sam Froling in particular has thrown his weight around, they don't just let him roll down.
You dress like a basketball player. You
Firstly,
play ball, man.
17 years of age,
I'm glad we got that cleared up, because anytime you say, look, it's a game time decision, we'll play him if needed, and you're sitting there with some pearl earrings on,
Probably not getting minutes.
not getting in.
Of course, they do play again on Sunday away in Perth. So it is a tough road trip weekend for the New Zealand Breakers before they do get a bit of rest. It is a massive statement by the Illawarra Hawks, and they have put the competition on notice. An absolute demolition from start to finish. They win this one by 13.
Trying to be a superhero out there. They just got a very balanced scoring attack, and they defended enough to even though to hold the Breakers, who are a little bit compromised, still to hold them to 7.
An issue for him. He was sensational. Darius Days hit double digits for the first time in 4 games. Trey Cal and Tyler Harvey did their thing, and Wani Swike on the bullet really set it up in that first quarter with 13 points. And they will head down south to play Southeast Melbourne Phoenix on Saturday night. Second on the ladder.